Hello there. Saturday afternoon, the cricket's on, so I've just dashed up here just to do a briefest of updates. Hobby-wise, things have been very quiet this week purely because it's been so warm. And after work, coming in here, it's just like a sweatbox. So I've just cooled it down a little bit. And sometimes a break does you a world of good. I have just done a little bit. I just put together this vehicle here from Empress Miniatures. This is going to be for an American military police patrol, and it's a very nice kit. It's resin, as you can see, and no blowholes to talk of. Quite impressed by that, and as usual, let's see if we can put this in shot. I'll be making vehicles or making models for 45 years. I still get the, where is it? I can't seem to get all the tyres flat at once. It's always been like that. Tomorrow, I'm at the club tomorrow and I'm seeing John down there. We decided to play a game of Victory at Sea. So I've just got the stuff out, got the mats. I always have to go through a checklist in my mind because although it's only 20 minutes away the club, you don't want to be driving backwards and forwards. And tomorrow will be an opportunity one you, that's it, to use the merchant convoy which I painted up. You can see there, the light's pretty bad in here. This will give an opportunity to play a different scenario rather than a straight up sink 'em or all costly type thing. And I also, some time ago, purchased on eBay the Perspex bits, which makes things a lot easier in the game. What I want to concentrate on this game tomorrow, and it's quite good that there's only just two of us, because although we played it before, it's normally 2 against 1, so things are a bit jumbled. I shall read the short version of the rules tonight just to recap. This is a very good book just on its own. I mean, the rules only cover a short section, but the information about the naval war is really very good. I expect the purists will find something to moan about. And that. And here, the Americans, don't know that many of them, but this is New Mexico. There you go. And I think last time I played Americans, or any time I've played, I seem to husband my battleships, but I think I'll get stuck in tomorrow. Go for it and see what happens. Right, okay chaps, I'll tell you what I have done is, I think about 10 days ago, maybe longer, I've had a big tidy up of the cabin. It was getting very jumbled. The boxes, I had lots of boxes I've forgotten what was in them. They're not marked up, which I used to do, and it took me a couple of hours, I think, but I did a bit of a video progress report as I was going through. I mean, as wargamers, we tend to spend a lot of time on the figures, the vehicles, and the terrain. Only just stick them in boxes, and they rattle around. Bayonets get bent, and hatches come off tanks, and it's a shame really because of the amount of time we put into making everything look nice. So I've managed to get empty boxes into other boxes, throw boxes away just to see what I've got. And I think next week, which I've got a few days off, I might try and start putting dividers in the boxes, because they do deserve to be looked after. But as I say, I'm probably not the only one. It's surprising what I have got and what I found. But anyway, more of that in the video if I can put the two together. And as per usual, I appreciate everybody's comments. I do, yeah, everything's appreciated. And as usual, thanks for watching. Right, good morning. And the title of this video, I think, will be Operation Tidy Up. I've been in the cabin now for probably 2 years, and it's all getting a little bit untidy, and I am generally quite a tidy person, but it's got so bad that I don't know what's in boxes anymore. So I'll give you a quick pan around of the cabin as it stands at the moment. In that corner are all my terrain blocks which I made, around the corner there as well. The tea towels, the old tea towels, slot in between the panels just to stop them rubbing. A few panels under there. They're the 2 foot by 1 foot ones, those ones there. Painting desk, reasonably tidy at the moment. Let's put a chair there. And above, we've got spray cans, box of Tufts. That's a box of they're all my wall bases, MDF bases, and a few plastic bases. A bit of terrain in there. Victory at Sea. That one there is, oh, that's World War II, plastic World War II Germans, 20 mil. Bit of terrain up there. More stuff up there. Big box there full of Dacians, I think. The reason I put them up there, because they're primarily plastic, so I'm trying to keep these shelves very light because of the weight issue. Over here, you probably have, this is a normal backdrop for my videos, so I expect everybody's seen them. Now down here, I think at the very bottom we've got World War II bolt action Americans. Not too sure what's on the bottom left. Over there I think there's some ACW black powder, and I think there's some Westphalians down there, and I think that box, brown box there, is Roman cavalry. So you can see the situation at the moment. The black boxes at the bottom are all Napoleonic Prussians. Penny round, there's more stuff in there which I'll show you in a moment. Jungle terrain at them, and again, the big plastic box at the bottom is completed terrain, and in there is various counters. Not using the best of space in there, I must admit. Now into the thinking room. Up there, World War II 20 mil buildings for the Russian front. Again, more plastics. I think the top box may well contain a couple of bolt action aeroplanes, and the 2 boxes below are German 20 mil stuff, possibly. Kazi. Now this is where it all gets a bit complicated. I'm not too sure what we've got here. Couple of train pieces there. Not sure what's in there. This is some more black powder ACW Romans. Not sure there. Down there we've got 15 mil ancients and more Soviet 20 mil. Couple of adverts there. I'm not sure at the bottom. So what I'll do is I'll get all the boxes out, place them on this table, and give a good dust through, and then we can see what we've got. Right, so this is the first lot of boxes that have come out from this area. I think this is all, these ones here are fairly self-explanatory. These are as you can see, 15mm Ancients, and I must admit I was a bit more responsible when I was painting these up, because the boxes are all marked up. Bear with me, sorry about the shaky cam. And what I do is put one of these little anti-damp things in each box. Better safe than sorry. They're the pipe blocks. So we've got Macedonian lights, more ancient Indians. I put out all the terrain bits, which I use for making terrain there. Right, so here we go. That one there, it's plastic ACW. What are they? I forgot I had those. That's 10mm Franco-Prussian. That's a project that died a death. Ancient Indians. Oh, that's my stash. This is all my stash. I don't have much of a stash. Various odds and sods for ACW, a few spares, and that's about it. Saying that, what's in this one? Harrods. The last of the 20mm. It's a Russian horse-drawn cart by Britannia. Yes, I haven't looked in that box for a while. World War II Germans and 20mm. These are Romans. All lined up, but never have time to do battle, unfortunately. Various paints, my lids, boxes. Well, I'll make up boxes when I sell a few commissions. That's where they were. That's the nationalists for my Spanish Civil War. Lovely figures by Empress. Still tempted to get rid of those, swap them. There's a couple more Dacian units. So that's that. Surely this one here will be a few of the Republicans. I've got to do better with my just throwing them all into one box, especially when you take so much time painting them. And our Warhammer Castle there, and an air-fixed coastal battery set. Dremel. Sort of box of bits. Oh, there's Sean. I haven't forgotten. I'd just forgotten where they were. Unit of Macedonian pike, unarmoured pike, and started but never finished Panzer III. Nothing in that one. What's in this one here? 10mm Franco-Prussian. You see, it's all over the shop. Right. So this is the task at hand. This is the first part, and yes, I better get cracking. Okay, even more stuff just come out. So a couple of airplanes in there, thrown in. You see, this is, well, I just said that when I look at what I've done and the way I've packed it, it's 20mm Russian. They're heavy and they smell a bit damp, these do. which is not good. Sorry about the shaky cam. 20mm Russians. Come on. 20mm Russians. Lovely figures they were by Battlefield Miniatures. You can see those. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know if you can get these now. Let's have a look. No, they're not playing. There's a War Stalingrad set, which was all metal, very nice. You see it's curving up there, that one. In here. More armour. That's me BT Home Hub box from many years ago. Oh, more Russian armour. Didn't think that I had that. What's this one here? Right, we're going to have to do something about this. Okay. Right, a couple of dusty boxes. I found more German armour, big bright yellows. A couple of those, that's all a bit wrong. More Russian 20mm. I'll just place. See, this is it now, you see. I should have realised that 20mm Russian armour. So I put down there, that's all the 20mm Russian stuff. And so I've got an odd sod there. 15mm Ancients, so it's 20mm Russians with that one. Up there is, on that shelf, I put plastic ACW. With the butler box and all the paraphernalia that goes with it. That's some of my Stalingrad stuff. I just brought in one more, which gives me a space up there to utilise. Okay. Yeah, so I just found a bit more Spanish Civil War stuff. Sadly underused Romans. All waiting their big day. I don't think we want to focus today, do we? Now, I've had a few games with these, but never enough. He doesn't want to play. Yeah. All these dreams of playing large campaigns, got dating war games there. How often do we get to play with our stuff, eh? Right, we're getting there. So we've now got the 20mm World War II down the bottom as well. 15mm Ancients, as I said before. The unglamorous side of wargaming. At the bottom we have my Romans and the Spanish Civil War. The Romans because they're really quite heavy, so there's a slight bow in this one where a lot of metals have been stacked. So we've got the bolt action American armour, which is quite light because we're primarily plastic. Paras, all metal. Let's get Wait, it's quite heavy. This one. More bolt action. So they can go. Oh, look. Sometimes they do have playballs on the end, which as I said, I had a fit of enthusiasm. So they're two metal boxes there, should be okay. So the aircraft are in there, and Roman cavalry for metal. So again, I put them towards the side for a bit extra strength. It's not bowing that much, but it is noticeable. So we'll try and get some lightweight stuff in the middle there, I think. So I managed to find this plastic box, but then I'll tell you, it's not good, is it? So this is an overflow box, which I can't get in their normal boxes, consisting of various German and American elements. Shame to see them get damaged. Machine gun things mainly. What have we got here? We've got the old checkpoint set. And just little bits that look good on the table. Let's stand those up there, can't we? And these are for my Sarissa ruins, and they'll just fit on the corners. I need to do something with my Sarissa buildings. They're underused because they're 3 or 4 story high. They're a bit, well, they're a bit. I wouldn't say fiddly, but on the war games table, they're constantly getting knocked and moving out of alignment. So I might put them on like a communal base with paths and back gardens, with these dotted around. But that's certainly one for the future, not for now. Okay. Now, one of the major problems with my Dacians is that the footprint is always so big. They are, what you got on those? As I showed you previously, especially I think the wall bearings were about 30 to 40 strong, and they just seem to fit 2 to a file box, which is a bit of a waste of space. So I have to give it some thought. It's 15mm Dervish Army, which is again sadly underused. They've been used, I think, once. And I did that army when I was recovering from that gallbladder operation I had, which is always make a positive out of a negative, and they're quite light, so they'll go in there. It's just sit the thunderbox down. Alright, so those go there. It's looking a bit more tired here now. So we've got the bolt action, Victory at Sea at the bottom, nice easy light resin, those 2 Dervish boxes, 10mm Franco-Prussian, so that's looking a lot better. So the more Stalingrad type buildings there. So we can address this next, I think. There's not really a huge amount I can do with that. It's all fairly fitting quite nicely. Got a bit of space there on the left which I can do something with. So again, I don't really want to make that too heavy. The bookcase there that you can see, that's bowing a bit, but I don't mind that. So we've got some space down below here, which I'll endeavour to fill. I've made quite a bit of saving on the boxes so far, so they can be thrown, I think. And I need to sort out that lot there because it's a bit of an eyesore. When we film a battle report, all that sort of thing goes underneath the table, but I don't like it like that, so I'm not too sure what else I can do though. I will have a go. Over here. Now I think this is all line rampant, and the boxes are quite high because a lot of the cavalry has lancers upright. That one there, I think, is Viet Cong and North Vietnamese. That's line rampant. Oh, that's all line rampant, I'm sure. Alright, so that's metal ACW Union. That one there. More. It's quite a lot, so get that one in there. It's nicely. So that's two gaps there. The reason I'm not putting that one in at the bottom, I think some of the standard poles are pressing up against the lid. So you've got Westphalian at the bottom, metal. What's in these ones then? That's two boxes there. That's French Indian Wars, which you played yesterday. It's quite like this one. Oh, there's only a couple of guns in there. It's always nice to take along a box of. Oh, just roll that to one side. Take a box that's not completely full to the club, because that'll save you a lot of time packing away sometimes, especially if time's up against you. That's the gun part. Repairs required. So if I keep those, that all ACW there. That's heavy. That hasn't fallen over, that one. It's just that the standard's too high. That's the Union Cavalry. Come you bugger. Now we'll have to get that last one in there. Come on. It'll save a lot of hassle. You can do it. Yes. Bugger. It's about 2 inches, 2 mil too short. So, bugger. Right, I'll tell you what we can do. We can put that there. Take those out. So you still with me? Just watching a bloke tidy up. So that can fit there, like that. Okay, but that's going to go. I just want to see what's in that black one at the bottom. Oh, I wish I never started this. I wish I just carried on painting. Oh, it's French Indian Wars. That's French Indian. What's in that one? Oh, the Iron Brigade. Right, I'll get back to you. Right, sorted that out. So that right-hand column now is ACW Union, quite high up, and then you've got 2 boxes of French Indian Wars, which leaves us that nice little gap. Which I think I might put a bit of my terrain in there, possibly. Found this, which is a Blast from the Past, which I'll have to get back into one day. This is all my rapid fire, which I thoroughly enjoyed playing. 2nd edition, quality set. A lot of house rules in there from the club. Great to play your with your Airfix and Matchbox models. had, what do I worked out my Soviet list. I've got the, have I got that one? Soviet Reconnaissance Battalion. I went for like a mid-war organisation. Soviet Tank Brigade and a Soviet Rifle Brigade. Now whereabouts are they? Cavalry regiments, mountain regiments. Right. Soviet Rifle Regiment, Soviet Rifle Brigade with my little ticks I've marked off, and so I've got all those and I've got all the upgrades as well. I much prefer, when you're fighting on the Russian front, I prefer the early 1941-42 period. I don't like not so keen on the huge tanks. I always like those little sewing machine type tanks. Yes, that's one to revisit at some point. We've got the new version, you know, the reloaded. Which I think we'll give a try, but I'm a big fan of the original. Oh, I forgot about what's in those boxes now. Let me go in here. Light. Ah, that's where they are. I think it's probably more of the same. What's in this one there? Rule set. Oh, plastic editions, compasses and rulers and the like. I think they can stay there. They're not doing any harm, are they? Again, it's a rule set that. What's that roof? It's a rule set which I do enjoy. I played it a couple of times, but it's just finding the time. They can all stay. I think Stephen sent me that. I should have used that in yesterday's battle report. I just realised. Right, so that's that, and that's clear, and I think we're on to the last phase. Right, I think I just pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, so I was saying that it doesn't look a huge amount of difference up there, but it's slightly tidier, as is the bookcase. I've still got a little bit of space there. Just to feel like, I think I'll just carry and put a bit more terrain in there. Always wooden stuff here, which I bought these for a reason, but I can't remember why. Tongue depressors, coffee stirrers, matches in there somewhere. These are sawdust shavings almost, for some long forgotten project, and that's my jungle basing, the mixed herbs. But I can fill that gap up with something, I'm sure. I could put a few bits up there, couldn't I? I think that's possibly there. I can't think about it. That might be a few. It is. That's a few more figures. 20mm ancient Indians. Just needed to have a look at those before I bought 15s. What else we got? What are they? Romans. More Romans. Oh, so all of a sudden my stash has doubled. I can move some of that down, possibly. But the major changes in there, which is so much better. So I'm pleased with that. That will remain there until I've finished the Vietnam basing, and then I can see what we've got. And in those drawers, oh, that's all That's battle report stuff. Cards, dice, counters, fields, and 2 or 3 battle mats. Got rid of those, take those down, put them in the bin. So that's it, not a bad day's work. And I found a tree as well. Thanks for watching.